everybody, it's Oliviasade and welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a minute since you guys have seen me, and I know I left off with the weekend in my life, and if you haven't watched that, go check it out. It's just a quick video of how I typically spend my weekends before the quarantine.
Catch me outside, how about that?
So I think this series is pretty special. I wanted to announce that I'm doing a quarantine and chill series, and this is episode 1. And it is Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus recommendations, what I watch, what I love, and it should be interesting. So episode 1, quarantine and chill. Yeah, so this quarantine series is going to be a really cool one, just being inside but learning how to be productive inside and not wasting a day. I literally wasted a day yesterday and I cannot do that again. So today I'm giving y'all the rundown on all 3 streaming platforms that I watch my shit on. Before I start to get into my recommendations on all of these platforms, I want to mention that I'm kind of like the worst person to recommend shows. I used to watch shows like a lot and I kind of just fell out of it. I can't commit to anything, so that includes shows. So I only have movie recommendations, a couple shows in there, but just don't, because I'm the worst person to give TV show recommendations. Although 90210, period.
It's super good, probably like the best show I watched in a minute, and that was kind of like years ago. I watched that years ago and it's still up here.
But let's get into these recommendations. So they're not in any particular order, I just listed them, and yeah, let's get into it. Number 1, and I will say this is my favorite Disney movie ever, because it has so much symbolic like messages in it. So Disney Plus, I watch Cheetah Girls. Now, anybody that knows me knows that this is my movie, bitch. Put on a song, I am in there, okay? Like anything, okay? I mean, we wasn't really jacking Raven Simone in the last one, but there was some bops in the last one. The last one is important, just as important as the first and second one. So Cheetah Girls, I can literally argue with somebody all night, all day on how important Cheetah Girls was. Now, I grew up on Cheetah Girls, so Cheetah Girls is super symbolic for me growing up, just showing like the strength of friendship between like girls that have such completely different backgrounds. There's Aqua, Chanel, Dorinda, and I don't fucking know the 4th one, but it's lit. The songs are lit, the looks are lit, and most importantly, the most like important like black girl growing up that had looks, that had like the punchlines, that had the show, Raven Simone. So that movie does it for me. I could literally watch all of them, but the first one is super important because it's extra raw. It gives real social problems that girls go through and just shows the unity of friendship from all walks of life, no matter the race, no matter the background, no matter what you're going through. If you have real ass bitches writing for you, nothing can come between that, and I love that. So Cheetah Girls is definitely top 1 Disney Plus. This, I love A24 films. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I love the indie feel, I guess, that the films give. Like, I think the production company made waves. They made Uncut Gems, which came out recently, but I wanted to look up other films under that, and then I found Moonlight. Like, I found Moonlight and that movie was amazing. Now, this movie, I'm just gonna give quick snippets. This movie is like a coming of age self-discovery movie of a black boy growing up to be a black man and just dealing with the hardships that come with that, dealing with his social background and then finding himself on top of that, and then dealing with like his home life. And it's so good. Like, definitely a film you must watch. Definitely scenes in there that's pretty intense, so it's an intense movie, but go for it if it's for you. I love it. 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 Like, I think I watched it like 3 times already. So, and he was fine as shit when he grew up. So, after my little Moonlight rant, oh my god, my nail just came off. Third on the list is Netflix How High 2. Now, that movie, this movie has to be like the funniest, maybe not the funniest shit I've watched smacked, but definitely like entertaining. Like, I was pretty entertained the entire time. I feel like a critic using the word entertained, but this movie was funny as shit. Netflix How High 2. So it had Lil Yachty, it had DC Young Fly, and those are probably like my maybe DC Young Fly kind of makes me laugh a little, but, and I love Lil Yachty. So that shit was really fucking hilarious. I suggest you watch that when you're high though, because I don't know if it's entertaining any other way. I didn't watch it any other way. So watch it. It's on Netflix. It's basically how like these 2 friends are super broke and they want to make an app that sells munchies to stoners. So they get like some magic weed Bible, and then they sell like this like crazy weed to like bitches like Justine Sky, and niggas like Little Baby in the movie. So it's just weird as fuck, but lit as fuck. Like, just watch it. Just go smoke and watch it, okay? Oh, I want to say this. If you haven't watched number 4 before I say this, what have you been doing? Like,
what have you really been doing? What have you been doing?
Number 4, Netflix Kill Bill Volume 1. That movie, Quentin Tarantino, he snapped, because the aesthetics of that movie, the whole like Uma Thurman vibe of that movie, Lucy Liu in that movie, everything, the aesthetics, the saturation is perfect in that movie. Like, it's just so satisfying to watch, and it's such a classic to like culture, pop culture in general. So basically it's like, it's some weird like Quentin Tarantino shit. I will not lie. If you watch Pulp Fiction and if you watch any of his other movies, you would just understand how weird and like random shit was. But like, you have to watch it. Like,
I don't care. You have to.
And basically it's about like these assassins. They went to go kill. Actually, maybe I shouldn't explain it to you, because I really wouldn't even know how to put this into words. But go watch it. is kind of like the best show. Like, okay, I'm not gonna drag it. Like, let me not drag it. It's not the best show ever, but it kind of is, and that is Five. Netflix That 70s Show. And that show is just like the best show to watch. Smacked. I used to watch it like years ago, and I remember like my parents would be like, you cannot watch that shit, like that shit is not good for you. And what did I do? Of course I watched that shit. But it's super good. Just a bunch of stoner kids just doing like random shit, and it's super funny because the dad is always on his ass about it. His mom is always like speaking fucking weird, and Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher is the most important part. But I kind of fucked with Jackie and Hyde more than I did with Jackie and Kelso. But then it kind of started getting weird when Jackie started dating Fez, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm out of here. And I did not watch the rest of that shit after that. I didn't finish it, but it's pretty good to start with until she starts dating Fez, basically. 6 is a show on Hulu that updates like every time it premieres type shit. Like it gets updated pretty quickly, and I love it. Call me childish if you want, but I really love Grownish. I love Diggy. I love Luca. Basically everything about the show I feel like is pretty accurate to what like young adults go through today regarding like college, interracial dating, shit like that. It's just pretty lit, and it's kind of like too modern with like the language. You be sitting here like, damn, I really say that shit, like, huh, who the fuck is writing this? 3 seasons already, because it goes with like the years of college. So the first season was like freshman, second season was sophomore, third season is junior, and I think next season is gonna be their senior year. So that shit is definitely something that you might want to watch if you're going to college and you want to get like an idea, I guess. All right, so for my crime watchers, or like, I love watching crime shows. I could go to sleep to Dateline, I can wake up to Dateline, I could watch like anything on Oxygen, anything on ID Discovery. Like, I love that. You would think like I want a passion in like criminology or something, but it's just something I love to watch. And it's called The Staircase on Netflix. Now this particular case is pretty interesting because his name is Michael Peterson, and if you are a crime nut like me, you know there's something weird about Petersons. Huh? Scott Peterson, like Drew Peter, I don't know if that's the same person, but you know Petersons are not Peterson, I don't know, they're not good to fuck with at all. So you fucking with a Peterson, get the fuck out. This particular case, basically this man is accused of killing his wife because he called the police claiming that she fell down the steps, and then they kind of got like a sense of foul play. They start finding evidence that he was having an affair with other men, and it's super like interesting. I think it's like a series, so you get to like binge a little, and it's just very like intense. It has you questioning like, did he do it, did he not do it? And I think it's been a minute since I watched it, but I'm pretty sure he did it because all Petersons do it. Check the record, they do it. So really something to like get you on your toes and literally like start fucking solving the case in your bed. Like, no, this, something's not adding up. So if you want to like talk to me about that, DM me. I definitely think he did it, just like OJ. But now we're on to number 8. So number 8 is a pretty good breakup movie, like a good chick flick that I would say I used to be like a fanatic for chick flicks. I love them. And this is kind of like a pretty recent chick flick, I would say, and it has I forgot her name. She's from Jane the Virgin, the main character, but it's called Someone Great on Netflix. So that's a pretty good like modern young adult breakup movie, and it kind of just follows this girl who's going through a huge breakup from her boyfriend that she went to college with, and it's basically her and her friends just helping her get through it as she's moving to LA from New York. And it's just a good trip. RuPaul's in it, so gang to watch. I mean, you might cry. That's it. It's a good like get it out cry, and I fuck with it. So my last two are Hulu recommendations and number 9. So number 9 is High Fidelity, and Jada definitely put me onto this, and it's super good. It has Zoe Kravitz. I don't know if I said that right, but she is beautiful. Oh my god, she's so beautiful in the show. And it basically just goes through like her top 5 worst heartbreaks, and it lists the people who broke her heart, and the number 1, or I think the top 1 being like this recent breakup she went through, and she's trying to figure out what went wrong and like how to get through it and how to move past it and what's like going on in her life, and just trying to find love in general, or find out why love hasn't been working out for her. And it's pretty like emotional to watch. So number 10, now this movie I recently watched and I loved it. It's such a feel-good movie. It's kind of like a coming of age movie. I would like say it's kind of indie-ish in like aesthetic wise. It's called Big Time Adolescence on Hulu, and it definitely has Pete Davidson in it, and it kind of made me like Pete Davidson. I kind of thought he was a little cute in the movie, but it's so good. If anybody has Hulu, please watch it because it's super good. It kind of just made me like Pete Davidson in a weird way, because I didn't really think he was funny before, but I don't think he's funny in this movie, but it's kind of like you like him as a character. It's basically on how Pete Davidson, his character Zeke, was dating this girl, and he got just close with her little brother. So after they broke up, he remained close with her little brother, and they became best friends. So it's pretty weird, an age difference, but he's basically like trying to give advice and be kind of a big brother to him, and they just get into a whole bunch of crazy shit, and it's so
good. You guys need to watch it because I feel like it's gonna be so underrated, but you guys need to watch it.
So you have made it through all my Hulu, Netflix, and one Disney Plus recommendation. Basically, this is just some good things to get out the way, or just to get to know during this quarantine and chill little session we have going on. And honestly, just let me know your favorites, what you guys watch, so you guys can put me onto something, because I really just sit here stuck as shit not knowing what to watch, so I just revert back to one of my crime shows. But thank you so much for watching. Right before you guys leave and check out my other videos, this shirt is from Universe Apparel. I will include the link. You guys can create your own. You guys can order a pre-made one. They are cozy and style. Special messages for this quarantine and chill series. I do want to say that I might be posting twice a week, just because we have a lot of time to kill, and I kind of want to just make days more productive, just talk about things more, and just get into stuff that now we have time to actually watch and engage in. And yeah, it's very important for me just to make my days more productive, because yesterday I had a lazy day and never fucking again. I was in bed all fucking day. Like, I cannot say that with this virus, it is very important that we practice social distancing. It not only takes yourself into consideration, but the health of others, especially ones in your house, family members, friends, the older generation, especially 60 plus. And don't think it's just applying to them. Younger people have been diagnosed with the coronavirus as well. So just please take this week to relax, recharge, self-discovery, and just do things that you didn't have a chance to do when life was at such a faster pace. So again, stay healthy, tune into these little episodes for the Quarantine and Chill series. This is episode 1, and I'll see y'all next week. I'm back.